Hello everyone, Grand Captain Speedy Dash here. Last time on What If Kakarot Was Born a Super Saiyan 4, Universe 7 wins the Xeno Expo and Kakarot even won against Toppo in an extra match. How will Kakarot and the others handle the Tournament of Power? Find out now. Beerus tells Kakarot that he needs Kakarot and Future Gohan to find 7 additional members. Kakarot saying he'll do just that, with Future Gohan stating it might be best to hide the stakes of the Tournament of Power from the others. All but Bardock teleport to Earth, with their first recruit proving more difficult than expected. Raditz refuses to leave Bulma's side until she gives birth to their latest child. Whis shortly solves this issue, which gets Raditz to join the team, as well as Nappa and 16. 16 suggests recruiting 17 and 18, with it offering to see if it can convince 17 to join. Future Gohan suggests Kakarot go recruit 18, while he goes and gets present Gohan. 16 arrives on 17's island and quickly finds 17. 17 is happy to see 16 is back, with him being surprised by it joining the tournament and asking him to join as well. After some discussion, 16 is able to get 17 to join, with Goten and Trunks guarding the island during the tournament. Kakarot finds Krillin and 18, with 18 not wanting to join. Krillin states he'll help, with Kakarot happy to have his oldest friend joining. Future Gohan arrives at Gohan's house and is quickly greeted by Gohan, Piccolo, and Gine. Gine is happy to see Future Gohan and is surprised at him wanting to recruit Gohan and Piccolo for a tournament. Gohan states he's not interested, but Piccolo and Gine say they'll help. Future Gohan admits the stakes of the tournament as they need Gohan's power. They are shocked, with Gohan, Gine, and Piccolo stating they'll help, with Future Gohan stating they'll have to figure out who's joining back at Capsule Corp. At Capsule Corp, they realize they have too many fighters. Krillin admits that he'd probably be the least useful and drops out of the running for the good of the team. The team is Kakarot, Bardock, Raditz, Gine, Nappa, Future Gohan, Gohan, Piccolo, 16, and 17. Beerus tells them that they still have over a day until the tournament, and they should arrive at his planet an hour before the tournament, with him and Whis leaving. Everyone heads off to get what training they can get done before the tournament. They arrive at the arena for the Tournament of Power. Shortly, the last universe arrives, with the Grand Priest beginning to explain the rules for the Tournament of Power. Finally, the tournament starts, with Kakarot, Bardock, Raditz, Nappa, and 17 all heading off to find fights on their own. Kakarot is shortly confronted by Universe 9, but with Raditz's assistance, they quickly defeat all but the Trio of Dangers. Together, they are able to force the Trio of Dangers out of the ring. With all of Universe 9 out of the ring, Universe 9 is eliminated and thus erased. The Tournament of Power slows to a crawl as everyone sees confirmations of the stakes of the Tournament of Power. It isn't long until the Tournament of Power roars back into full swing. Kakarot decides he wants to challenge Jiren, but Toppo challenges Kakarot in Jiren's place. Toppo tries his hardest, but Super Saiyan 4 Blue Kakarot is able to knock Toppo out of the ring. Jiren, now interested in Kakarot, approaches and challenges Kakarot. Kakarot is forced to go Blue Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, which gives him an edge over the suppressed Jiren, but Jiren's full power is still too much for Kakarot. Being pushed to the edge, Kakarot begins preparing a Spirit Bomb, which Jiren is kind enough to let him fully charge. With it being fully charged, Kakarot throws the Spirit Bomb, but Jiren is able to begin pushing it back. Kakarot pushes Kaioken to the limit and starts pushing it towards Jiren again, but Jiren digs deep within himself and is able to succeed in pushing it into Kakarot, with it blowing up on Kakarot. Believing Kakarot is dead, Jiren is about to walk away, but Kakarot jumps out of the rubble in a new form. Everyone is shocked with all the gods realizing what the shining form really is and standing in respect. Kakarot is completely dominating Jiren, forcing Jiren to break through his limits. Even with his newfound power, Jiren is still at a disadvantage, with Kakarot shortly knocking Jiren out of the ring before nearly passing out himself. Everyone is shocked that the favored to win has just been eliminated. Bardock and Raditz quickly find Kakarot and give him some of their spare energy. Raditz states he was shocked by the new form that Kakarot achieved, with Kakarot still shocked by it as well. Bardock and Raditz both head off to find fights on their own, leaving Kakarot to rest. Dispo leads the remaining Pride Troopers in an attack against Gohan and the other Universe 7 members. Gohan and Piccolo struggle fighting against Dispo, while Future Gohan, Gine, and 16 easily knock out the rest of the Pride Troopers. Dispo is all that's left of Universe 11, but using his Hyper Speed mode allows him to maintain an edge over the 5. Shortly, Bardock and Raditz join in the fight. It's a struggle, but altogether they are able to manage to knock Dispo out of the ring. With all of Universe 11 defeated, Universe 11 is erased. Bardock states it would be best if they split into smaller groups and leaves with Gine. 16 states that it will help Raditz, with Raditz reluctantly accepting the help, with them leaving. Nappa finds Caulifla and Kale interested in challenging the Universe 6 Saiyans he's heard so much about. Caulifla and Kale try their hardest, but Nappa is easily beating them in Super Saiyan and is about to knock them out of the ring when they suddenly fuse. Kefla confidently states that she'll beat him. Nappa is at a disadvantage until he goes Super Saiyan Blue, which gives him a slight edge and allows him to knock Kefla out of the ring. Bardock and Gine are shortly confronted by the Kamikaze Fireballs. Ribian tries to say that the two will never be able to overcome the power of love, but Gine states she'll show them the power of her and Bardock's love. Together they are able to knock the Kamikaze Fireballs out of the ring. Sona and Pinel confront Gohan, Future Gohan, and Piccolo. It's a struggle of a fight, but they are able to knock the two Namekians out of the ring. Meanwhile, Raditz and 16 are confronted by Frost Magetta and Batamo. The two struggle until 17 joins in the fight, and with the three working together, they are able to force them out of the ring. Hit approaches Kakarot and challenges Kakarot to a rematch. Kakarot happily accepts and begins fighting Hit in Blue Super Saiyan 4. Hit tries his hardest, but is still no match for Kakarot and is shortly knocked out of the ring. With Hit eliminated, Universe 6 loses and is thus erased. Seeing the tournament quickly reaching its climax, Universe 3 fuses into Ani-Raza. All of Universe 7 rushes in and confronts Ani-Raza. Ani-Raza is powerful, but together they are able to knock Ani-Raza out of the ring without losing any members. Universe 7 is declared the winners of the Tournament of Power. After a moment of discussing with Zeno, the Grand Priest informs Kakarot that he is the MVP and gets the wish on the Super Dragon Balls. Kakarot states that his wish is to revive the erased universes. This is where I'll end the part for now. How will Kakarot's victory in the Tournament of Power affect future events? Find out next time on What If Kakarot Was Born a Super Saiyan 4? If you enjoy my content, like the video and subscribe to my channel, as well as possibly checking out my Patreon for early access to my latest videos. You could also check out my Steam group and Discord to join the community I'm building, and if you have any money to spare, maybe consider throwing a little of it my way. As always, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are.